we're about to get into this. Pick a card really quick, like. All right. What's up, y'all? Pick a card time. So let me go ahead and shuffle out these cards. All right, that came out very quickly. I'm gonna mix these up since we know which that card was. Well, I know. So I'm gonna move the cards, move them. So we don't know which one is which and which one is that. All right. So let's see. What is you guys' most powerful, potent gift, power? Let's see. 3 cards for each pile is what they said. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Cards can't wait to come out. All right. So let's see. So we're going to do the lipstick. Shit. Only 2 raw papers for pile 1. Nobody picks pile 1 anyway. So we'll just do raw papers for pile 1. These are my pile pickers. Don't talk about them. That's what I have around. That's what we doing. Okay? All right. So let me give y'all a couple minutes to come in. Thank y'all for liking the video. All right. Give it a couple more seconds before I get started. Oh boy, you changed my world, you never know. You help me grow. You show me the. I don't know why that song in my head. That song is in my head all of a sudden. All right. The raw on first deck might be promising. Yeah, that's what we got. We got raw papers. We have an aventurine stone, and we have some matte burgundy lipstick, which is my signature lipstick color. I used to be a red girl, but I'm more of a burgundy girl because I'm more mature now. But I'll still do a mean red. Okay, don't get me wrong. But I love me a good earthy burgundy. Okay, so let's see what we have. Let's get into it. Pile 1. What is your most potent spiritual gift or power? I knew it. You know what? I said that. This is how I know I'm psychic. Because I said, I watched me do all that switching of them oracle cards just for this card to wind up back where it was. I said that in my head. I should have said that out loud. But I'm so funny. Because I was like, I did all that just for that card to end up back where I put it. I knew, I knew that shit was going to happen. All right. So contracts. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords upright, and then we have the Star. Okay, so that's what I already had got when I seen that card fly out when we were shuffling. So you all have the, I mean, obviously, pile 1, you're a healer, right? You know, everybody's like, oh, I'm a healer. But you're actually really a healer, like really a healer. Like, there are some people who claim that they're healers and, like, they think just because they read tarot cards that they're a healer, right? That does not mean that you're a healer. A healer is someone who literally heals. So this could be through touch. This could be through their words. This could be through a lot of different things. This pile in particular, not only are you guys are mediators, mediating is one of your strongest gifts, but I'm also picking up the ability to heal things that have been, which people think are like irreversibly broken. People think that whatever you're healing is irreversibly broken. So this would be a great marriage counselor. This would be a great business, like coach, right? Like, this is when people feel like this is the end, nothing's working. Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Three of Swords. So you help people heal from the perspective of this can't work anymore, but you make people realize how it can work. And this also has to do with people in general. So when people think that they've, like, you would be a good addiction counselor, you know, people who have like fucked up their whole families and like burnt all their bridges through addictions, and they think that they can't recover their life. You are definitely somebody that can help people recover from things that they thought were just not, even like hair. Like, I'm getting like damaged hair, right? Like, you could be somebody who's like, oh, someone's like, I gotta chop all my hair off because I heat damaged it. And you're like, no, girl, I can whip this butter up for you real quick. This little hair mask, and, you know, like revive your hair or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So you have the gift to revive something that people thought was irreversibly gone. Okay? So whatever, healing somebody's pet rabbit back to, I don't know, like, they're like, oh, it can't be fixed. Like, you're the person that when someone says that something can't be fixed, you're like, watch this, hold my beer, you know, that you're like, you know what I mean? Anything. Like, you're like, somebody's like, oh, I gotta throw that out, I gotta throw this vacuum cleaner out, it doesn't work. You're like, let me take it apart real quick, boom, 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 you know what I mean? And you fix it. So you are like a healer, but like, it's like you're a really good healer. So healing actually is your most potent gift. Okay? I literally just chopped mine off. Look, girl, I had to do a mask for my hair yesterday. I had a mask in my hair the last 2 days because my hair is so heat damaged. We're not even gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show you guys when I already, y'all know I do, like, I already do hair masks, but I'm gonna show y'all when how I fix my hair, because I done fucks this up, but we cool. She know what I know why I did it. I did it subconsciously so that I would have to heal it, so that way I could sell my products to be like, yeah, this shit actually works. Y'all gonna see how fucked up my hair was and how I'm gonna bring it back. Okay? So, yeah, this is the healer pile. This is like literally your power is healing. And I'm not saying like, oh, everybody's a healer, they just wear stones and now they're a healer. No, literally, like, either through touch, maybe through the way you guys communicate, whatever the case may be. Do a protein treatment. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Like, my mask like was like, my mask has like 3 different sources of protein in it. So I ain't worried. I know I can heal this shit. I was like, damn, I fucked this shit up real bad, but it'll be all right. What's up, Dana? Like I said, I'm gonna fix it, and then I'm gonna show y'all how I fixed it, so y'all can be like, oh, I want that. I'm like, yeah, I got y'all. Cause I already did hair mask. I already been doing hair mask, but I just started bullshitting on stuff. So yeah, Pod One, you guys are naturally healers. You may also be like Reiki healers. Okay, this pile will be great Reiki healers with the star card. This pile, I would say you guys would do well with a YouTube, okay? Because whatever you offer or whatever it is that you're able to do, the best way to use this energy is to touch as many people as possible with your message or whatever it is that you're sharing. Even if it's like distance Reiki, I don't know how to do that shit, but I know there's like this white dude on fucking YouTube. His videos keep coming up on my damn page. This man be out there making them numbers. He be doing his little Reiki online. I don't know how that work. Don't ask me. I don't do Reiki. I should, but I don't. But yeah, he be doing his little Reiki on YouTube. He look like Jesus. I don't know if y'all seen him, but he got the long hair. He look like Jesus, like white Jesus. But he be on there doing his Reiki. And I don't know, that should be making me feel better. But I don't know if it's just like his voice or some shit. But yeah. So you guys are healers. Like, I know that sounds cliche, but no, this is not no bullshit ass healing. This is the real healing. Like, bring some shit back from its last. Okay, bring some shit back from the end of the end. What's up, you guys in the chat? All right, so this is like bringing people back from where they never thought they could come back from. Okay, this is stuff that can actually be shown and proven. Again, not just, you know, oh, I gave them a stone and like everything is good. It's not that. It's actually people are seeing progress, and like when they work with you, they see progress. Or it's like, what the hell? Yes, I watch him all the time. Yeah, see, he be popping up on my feed, but yeah, this is like bringing something back from like it's done. People think it's done, but you're like, no, I can bring it back. But definitely like a mediator, a lawyer, even relationships that people think are irreparably damaged. It's like you were like with that one chick, Ilana, fix your life chick. You're actually not like you actually can fix people's broken relationships and shit. So like mediator, lawyer, um, that sort of thing. So it's something where you can like really heal people from being fucked up. And it's even like for some of you it's just sharing your story, believe it or not, because some of you like y'all might not want to hear this, but some of you, okay, like let me put it like, well, some of you maybe y'all fucked up y'all life in a way that you thought you couldn't repair it and then you did. So you'll be able to share your story about how you went through some fucked up shit and how you recovered and that sort of shit, right? Or writing a book about it or how to videos, whatever, right? And then some of you, it's like maybe you stayed in a relationship or maybe you fixed a relationship that you thought couldn't be fixed, right? So some of you, it may be like through sharing your personal experiences, okay? So some of you may wonder why you went through a phase in your life where you were like a fuck up. I can't relate. I'm not gonna lie. Let me stop. Let me stop. This is why people can't be with me. But nah, I really haven't went through a super big fuck up phase in my life. But no shade. But like, I like people who have stories to tell. So it's like, okay, if you may feel like you went through a time in your life where you was a fuck up. The reason why I wasn't is because I didn't have a choice. I couldn't be a fuck up, even if I wanted to. Okay. I wasn't allowed. I'm still not allowed. Okay. Like I'm just it's no shade. Like I'm not allowed to. Like I said this the other day, like if I did the shit that my siblings have done or do, I would be like, it would be a problem. Just put it that way. It would not be allowed. Okay, so that's just why I haven't been a fuck up. But if you feel like you have been a fuck up, maybe some of y'all need to share y'all life experience, and that will help others. Okay. So yes, please do like the live, y'all. There's like 48 of y'all in here, so please hit that like button. All right, but yeah, so power one, y'all are healers, like really powerful healers. Like I'm not just saying that in a cliche way. I'm really saying that with like this Aquarius energy here. That literally is the water bearer, the healer. Like this is angelic frequency, Reiki, music. You guys could even heal through music, but you guys are literally healers. The most potent gift that y'all have is bringing shit that people think is irreparably damaged back to life. I need that on a shirt. What y'all need on a shirt? What I say? What I say now? Because y'all told me put clean behind the refrigerator on the shirt. So what I say now? What y'all need on a shirt? Like, I not even no shade, but I wasn't even, I don't know. I wasn't allowed to be fucked up. I can't relate, unfortunately. Could write more than a book. In fact, fucked up volume 1. Shit. Like, put that shit in a book, man. Put that shit in the book. Like, listen, I sometimes I wish I could let my hair down and not be the overachiever of the family and people expect things out of me. It's actually not even that great, actually, because now people expect stuff. I can't relate. You know, I really can't relate to that. And that's not even like trying to be shady. It's not even like I wasn't allowed to do that. Like my family wouldn't let me do that shit. Bring me back to life. Evanescence came to Pod One. Yeah, it could be like definitely some evanescence shit. Bring me back to life. Yeah. That sort of thing. So let's get into pile 2. See what's going on for pile 2. All right, adventuring stone. So we have adjacent possibilities. I like that. I like that. Okay. We got the 7 of cups in reverse. Oh yeah, we like that. Okay. Look at all these cups. 9 of cups, 4 of cups. All right. So you guys help people. You guys are visionaries. So your strongest okay, they just showed me Doctor Strange. Y'all know I love Doctor Strange, okay? That's my motherfucking dude. Shout out to motherfucking Doctor Strange. It's fucked up how they did him in that last movie, the Scarlet Witch movie that they just happened to put Doctor Strange's name on. They should be ashamed of that shit, okay? And they better give us another Doctor Strange movie without no other motherfucking Marvel characters trying to take over his goddamn movie. Barely saw him in that shit. All right, I ranted. Sorry, had a moment. I'm back. Anyway, so it's giving Doctor Strange, like Doctor Strange can go into this trance where he sees all of the different opportunity, like different things that could happen at once. Like he's able to see like every different outcome, right? You know, this is why he told Tony that he had to give so and so the stone and shit like that and let them wipe half of the fucking people out and stuff, because he saw all the different scenarios and he saw the only scenario that would work was this one, right? So you guys are very similar in that way, especially with the 7 here. You guys are visionaries. You're able to see things that other people can't see. And this is actually a gift. Like, so you guys are able to think of different possibilities that other people can't think of, right? So this would be great for like, if you wanted to apply this to the practical world, this could be like great marketing and strategy marketing, any type of problem solving thing. So even like a surgeon, right? Like this is like Dr. House. This is definitely giving like Dr. House. Like Dr. House is going to find out how to save somebody's life. They may have like some African disease that they got from Antarctica under some ice that was 65 million years old, but Dr. House is going to figure that shit out, okay? He going to find out how to cure that motherfucker, right? So you guys are like the person who can think of all the outcomes that other people are not thinking of, okay? Like very good chess players, right? Like you guys are able to see all the outcomes of the chessboard before the people play. So visionaries, but this is not just an appliance to like practical things. This is actually talking about like helping people realize that what their purpose is. Even so, like a lot of times people are like, oh, this is what my purpose is, and then they're stuck on like how, this is how it has to play out, and you're like, no, actually you can do this. Like you guys are really good at helping people figure out how to tap into their abundance in ways that they weren't thinking about. Okay, so you guys are like the idea friend. So you guys are like the people that when it's time to go out to eat and it's like 5 people, they'll choose you to pick the restaurant because they're like, you always pick the best restaurants. Or you'll be able to pick the restaurant because you know one of your friends don't like Mexican and then one of your friends are gluten-free, so you'll know which restaurant doesn't have Mexican food and then what has gluten-free options. Like you're that person, okay? You're well informed enough to know different options and opportunities. So honestly, mental strength, believe it or not, mentally you guys are like very mentally strong, like genius level, okay? Like you guys are most likely geniuses, creative geniuses. Even if you don't want to say like you're an academic genius, you're more like a creative genius, okay? So yeah, y'all know how I feel about Doctor Strange. Don't play about Doctor Strange, man. They did him dirty in his last movie. But we ain't gonna talk about it. Cause y'all know I got Marvel rants under wraps. I haven't talked about my Marvel rants yet. But when I get into it, I'm gonna get into it. But anyway, so yeah, it's like you guys are geniuses. You're able to tap into different forms of abundance for people, make people think of things that they wouldn't necessarily think of before. And this isn't just, like I said, this isn't just like small ideas. These are like big ideas. So even like fashion, you guys would be good with like fashion because you're like, you know, you're like, okay, this has been the signature look for fucking 50 years, as long as this fashion house has been here. And then you come in and say, let's do something different. Like, and so like I'm hearing Rush Hour, and he's like, let's put a dead animal on you, buttercream, croc skin. Like I'm hearing that part in Rush Hour, which is one of my favorite fucking part. Jeremy Piven, shout out to fucking Jeremy Piven, another great guy, other than, I don't know what he does in his personal life, but another great actor that I like. But yeah, it's like you're the person who can come in and see like, you can see the actress or the model can take a picture in a different way, or like maybe we should tweak the makeup, and like you're that person that can like make something way better. Yo, that shit, that fucking part, let's do a dead animal on you. Like that part, epic. That whole scene with fucking Chris Tucker, epic. Okay? Like tell me that wasn't an epic scene in Rush Hour, okay? But yeah, it's given that like you're someone who can see like things that people miss. You're like the type of person, no stone unturned or whatever. So you guys would be like a good coach, a good creative director, a great screenwriter, playwriter, um, anything that involves like some sizzle or spice being added. You know what I mean? Like some juice being added. You guys are good at that. Even music, like, oh, maybe you should add ad libs on this beat, on the down beat or something. Like you guys are that type of people. You guys are those types of people. Like you always come in and make something better than what it is. Like you guys are the ones who can see the things that other, like, because the 7 of Cups in reverse with the 9 of Cups upright, it tells me that you guys can see these things that people overlook, or people don't see that they can work. You're like, well, I tried. They're like, well, I tried this, but that I don't think that worked. And you're like, no, you got to do it like this. Boom, 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 boom. And then it turns out like this when you do it. And they're like, oh, I never thought about doing it like that. And you're like, yeah, you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm also picking up, like, another gift that I'm picking up is, like, optimism, extreme optimism. So I don't know, like, if this, like, I'm a pessimistic person, so I can't relate on that either. But no shade, we need optimism. We need optimists out here to balance out the pessimists like myself. I don't see myself as a pessimist. I see myself as a realist, but people may call me a pessimist, and I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not running from that label, okay, or that characteristic, whatever, right? But you guys are like really big optimistic people, like very optimistic. So another thing that I see is like you guys can see what was I gonna say? Like you guys can see like what was I gonna say? Like you guys can see the positive and shit. Like when other people feel like there's no hope in a situation, or like somebody has like they're down on themselves, even like they feel like they can't achieve something, like there's no way out. You guys are very optimistic because this is actually Jupiter in Pisces. Okay, this is Jupiter in Pisces. Neptune is Nine of Cups is usually Jupiter in Pisces. In this deck, it's Pluto in Pisces, which I mean, okay, whatever. But yeah, you guys are the type of people that can change someone's mindset through your optimism, or even like just being around you. You guys tend to bring good luck to people. Okay, so you guys are like a good luck charm. So just know that you guys can make people feel like they can do anything. So you guys would be great coaches, great motivational coaches, or dating coaches even, because like you guys will help people with self-love, like people who are really down on themselves. Like you guys would make good therapists, or like self-love coaches, confidence coaches, just very positive people overall. I'm picking up in this pile. Like the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups, very positive. Because you got to be positive to be able to find opportunities where no one sees opportunities, right? You got to be like, you got to be somebody who always looks for the positive, right? That's just, positive means solution, right? You got to be the type of person like, no, there's got to be a way. And I'm just like, man, fuck it. These 5 ways didn't work. I guess that shit ain't it. You scrap that, Now, granted, I can tap into this energy. I'm definitely an adjacent possibility person when it comes to like business and stuff. I'll, chop up a business 5 different ways how you can do it. But there's certain things in life I'm like, man, fuck it. Especially when it comes to relationships. So, but yeah, you guys are like very optimistic. It's like the Starseed divine architects. Yeah. Arcturians or whatever the fuck they're called. So you guys are like very optimistic people. Like, yeah, that's why I get divine architects, because you guys are like your imagination, like strong imagination. Yeah. So I would say your strongest gift is your imagination, because your imagination is one that thinks of possibilities that other people do not think of. So, I mean, obviously, this most likely comes with psychic abilities as well, because, again, you have to be able to kind of know what the person wants already, even if, like you have to kind of know what kind of look they're going for, right? You're like, oh, you want this type of look. Well, this is what you got to do to get that, right? You kind of already have to tap into what they're wanting to be able to provide that, right? Because your suggestions are ones that are usually accepted. People usually like your suggestions. So it means that you already have tapped into what they wanted, and you help them, bring it into fruition. So yeah, I'd say this pile, your strongest gift and your strongest power is your imagination and your optimism, believe it or not. And you may be like, damn, I hate that I'm always optimistic. I can imagine it's very exhausting to be optimistic all the time. But you can always call a pessimist if you need to balance that shit out, and you'd be like, you know what, never mind, I like being optimistic. You can be on the other side of that shit, okay? So yeah, those are your gifts. Those are your gifts, pile too. I just heard Optimus Prime. Yeah. Definitely giving Optimus Prime energy here. And I'm like Megatron, okay? So y'all like Optimus Prime out this hoe. That's y'all gift. Pile 2 is Optimus Prime. Alright, let's see. Pile 3, what is your strongest gift and power? My dog is snoring in my closet. I don't understand. She's been on like really big on going into my closet. And now she had the nerve to be snoring in there. All right. So pile 3, what is your gift? Your strongest gift? Oh, this is so like, whatever. Angel of love. Jeez Louise. Is this my pile? I'm gonna have to pick another pile. I don't know about this. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this because ain't no way. I usually pick pile 3, but fuck is this shit? I'm not expect. I wasn't. This wasn't what I was going for. This ain't my aesthetic. All right, maybe it ain't my pile. Let me get into it. Okay, 3 of wands. Okay, that's okay. Okay, it's still giving a little bit more cheery, but you know, hey, whatever. Okay, yeah, interesting. So I just heard all spark. So I don't know what's up with the transformer references all of a sudden. So I'm hearing the all spark. So pile 3, you guys are the all spark, right? Um, I would say some of y'all watching this, majority of y'all watching this have like strong fire placements. Okay, if you're not literally a fire sign, you may have strong fire placements. Okay, because all of the cards that came out, other than the oracle card, is fire energy. Okay, so Aries, Leo, and Sag are represented here. All right. Um, you are, it's very similar to pile 2, but it's in a different way. Pile 2 is way more gentler, and their suggestions usually are widely accepted, and it's very like, it's very sweet how pile 2 makes their suggestions. Pile 3, you guys are very more like, this is the way it needs to be done, and we're not about to fuck around and play. You guys are like, it's very Aryan, like, no, this is the way it needs to be done. You're not like, so you guys will make good leaders or bosses, because y'all are like, you guys are not cooperative in that way. Like, you believe other people's ways of doing things is right. And I will say this, most of the time y'all right. I ain't about to play with it. With the sun card and the outcome, most of the time, majority of the time, y'all are right. This is why most of y'all are supposed to be leaders, because the way that you think about doing things and the way that you kind of feel like things have to be done a certain way is real. Like, you guys are the time waits for no one type of people too. So you guys don't wait around and talk about what you're going to do, you do it. So honestly, the funny thing is most people probably think that you do this out of ego or trying to be controlling, but with the angel of love, you actually do this out of love. Um it's like somebody's got to get the ball rolling, because if I don't do it, who's going to do it? Like, you guys are the ones that are leading the charge at the beginning of the battle. You're not in the back waiting to see what happens. You're like, fuck it, let's get this shit started. Okay, so I would say pile 3, your strongest power is, I don't want to say just love, because love is the strongest force in the universe, but it's like a force. Like, your your strongest ability is your ability to force shit into, like, you're very pushy or like bossy, and you may not see this as a gift, but it is. Like, when y'all talk, people listen. um because it's like with the sun card here, when you've done things your way, it's came out right. Right, like, it's you've been able to show and prove that you know what you're talking about with the sun card here. Some of you have influenced people's lives in a great way by being this way, by leading them or pushing them, or just even pushing yourself in life and not waiting around for someone else to like push you, has gotten you good results with the sun card here. So people can see that you know what you're talking about. All right. Now, people may question your motives. Like, people may feel like it's not out of love, because this is a very bossy energy. I'm not going to lie. We have all the fire signs here. Um, but yeah, your gift is your ability to get shit going. Like, it's very like life force energy, like all spark. Like, it's, I don't really know how to name this other than like confidence, willpower. I would say willpower. Yeah. Like, willpower. You definitely have like, and then again, it's like, if someone isn't willing to go along with your way, you'll leave them behind. Like, you're not okay with leaving people behind. You're like, oh, they must not be a part of the program. Boom, leave them behind. And then, like, for some of you, the people that you leave behind, you'll notice that they'll come back around to you. They'll come back around and be like, yeah, you were right. You'll hear that a lot, but you're not going to wait around and wait for them to see it yourself. You're just going to go forge your own path and people follow. So this is a leadership pile. Like I said, your gift is your willpower. I'm surprised, like if I pull more cards, I'm pretty sure the Emperor card will come out. This is like big dick energy. Even if you're a woman, it's, yeah, you don't wait for people. You don't wait for life to happen. You go out and get it. The Three of Wands in reverse, you don't wait for things to manifest in your life. You go and get it. And at some point, like, pop, especially with this pile, when you were a teenager, this shit got you fucked up a lot. Like, you probably had to learn how to be more mature with these ideas. It's like still do it, but like not do it as full of force as you used to. Like, so you probably like even tamed yourself a little bit more from when you were a teenager, but you still have this. But you learn how to like use it in a healthy way with the Sun card, because you realize that people are, not only are people watching you, but it's like I said, some of you, you're like the leader of your household or like your family, or some sort of responsibility has been bestowed upon you where you realize that you can't just move recklessly as much as you used to when you were a teenager. Okay, with the Sun card here, the Sun card is the card of the father. So a lot of you guys have been bestowed, like you've gotten some sort of position in your life that sorry guys, I couldn't see your comment, so I had to lift it up and see it. It got stuck. I don't know why, but yeah, so pretty much you've gotten some sort of position where you have responsibilities. The Sun is the father card. So even if you're a woman, which most of you watching me are women, you still come off like a father. Or maybe some of you act a lot like your father or something like that. Or people tell you, you remind them of your father. Or like I said, you may have children. You have to be the father and the mother, whatever. This is like, yeah, this is like big leader energy, not waiting around for anybody. But it's like you do this out of love. Yeah. Like a father would love his child. It's like not, yeah, you do it out of love. You do it because you have to. It's like how a father does things because they have to. And I know you guys are like, well, I'm a mother, but this is like not motherly energy. This is very masculine. So if that bothers you, pick another pile. Pick pile two. Pile two is more of the feminine. They're more the persuasive. They say it in a sweet voice. Well, maybe you should think. No, pile three is like, this is the way it needs to be done. I did it this way. This is how it works, you know, or motivating people. Like, you don't have time to sit around and wait for people. Three of Wands in reverse. You don't wait for it. You go out and get it. Yeah. So your willpower. I mean, this even shows up like if you do fire magic. Like some of you are really strong with candle work because all this fire. So that's another thing of like, I'm not going to wait around for it. I'll do a spell to get what I want. You know, that sort of energy. But yeah, if you haven't stepped up in some sort of leadership position, then you need to, because that's what this is for. This is here to inspire others. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is, you guys are meant to inspire others. I mean, it's funny because this pile is actually very loving. People don't probably think that about you though. But it's very like Leo, like Leos, especially Leo men, they're very family oriented. Like people don't think that you do this out of love though. I tell you right now, like a lot of people may have a problem with your energy, but the angel of love here tells a different story. Like I said, you do the things that other people are afraid to do, or like, yeah, you do it so other people don't have an excuse to say it can't be done, which is out of love. It's almost like, it's not so much like sacrificing yourself, but it's bravery with the Leo card there. It's being brave. So a lot of you guys may have paved a way in your family, or you've paved a way in your friend group. You've done something that other people haven't done around you. And this is stuff that usually people sit around and talk about doing. So this would be like moving away from your family, moving away from the place that you are from, or like starting a business and making a name for yourself, or like becoming a social media person. It's something, or like being a celebrity. Like you guys have done something that you did it so other people can't say that it can't be done. And people think it's showboating. Like it's very much giving like Leo energy. I'm not saying that all y'all Leos watching this, but it's very much how people perceive Leos. But it's like Leos are inspiration to people. Like Michael Jackson to me is a true Leo. I know he's a Virgo and Western, but walk with me, right? He's a true Leo. So we'll use him as example. Or we can use Barack Obama, whatever, because he's a Leo and Western, but whatever. Choose them two people. Them two people alone, I'm not going to compare and say one is more famous than the other because we know who's more famous, the real Leo. But anyway, these two people, if they had not done what they've done in life, they, like, you know how many people wouldn't have been inspired, or how many people wouldn't have done what they've done in life if those two people I've named didn't do what they did. Like, do you know how many people probably think they can be president now because Barack Obama was president? Believe that in their soul because they saw him do it. Or like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's Leo energy. Leo is like, we're showing you it's possible. That's what it's about. So like you guys, like I said, it's your willpower, I think, is your strongest power. Now it may be overpowering to some people, and you may even, if you're a woman, you may struggle with this, like, why am I so like this, why am I blah 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 blah. But there's something in your chart most likely that gives you this, or it's just, you know, who you're supposed to be. Like, I know mine is my Leo in the 4th house. I know it's my Leo Mercury. I know it's my Mars in Aries, like, and my Capricorn moon. Yeah, there's a lot of that in my chart, so I already know like why this is my pile. It could make sense. I would still go back and watch it because that angel love kind of threw me off, but the rest of the reading makes sense, like it does with the 3 of Wands in reverse. Absolutely. And even when it seems like something is not going to happen, you guys still make it happen. Like the 3 of Wands in reverse, like it could be a situation. That's why I say it's similar to pile 2, because like that's like that 7 of Cups in reverse where people may think that it's not going to happen. So this is like a situation where like you go to buy a car and like let's say you're denied for some reason, right? You don't get the car and people are like, "Damn, you know, they didn't get the car." But then like you go somewhere else or you go back to that dealership the next day or something, and you wind up getting it anyway because it's like your willpower. It's like, I'm going to get that shit. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I might be denied. It's almost like the Chariot, but this is bigger than the Chariot because the Sun card is here with the Knight of Wands. So yeah, like you guys are the type of person that will like will yourself into some shit. Like, this is going to happen. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, you guys will notice a lot of times when you think positive about a situation or you're just very, very convinced that something's gonna happen, it happens. Versus like when you doubt it or you have a negative feeling about it, you're like, I'm not sure. And a lot of times it doesn't happen. But there's a lot of times where you guys are super confident in this pile that something is going to happen, and it does, because it's like your willpower is unmatched. Okay? So that's your biggest gift or power. Pile 3 is your willpower. And I think that the ones of you who are trying to tone this down, now if you're just weird and controlling, then that's, you know, obviously not. But if you're somebody who, you, like I said, you usually have a pretty positive impact on people's lives, and when you lead them down a certain road or give them certain advice, it turns out well for them, then you need to like embrace this and stop trying to like run from it, because it's a part of, like, some of you, especially if you're women, I think I'll say this and then I'll shut down. You may need to accept that in your relationships, you may take on more of a masculine energy sometimes. Like, I'm not to say this that you can't be like a passenger princess or something like that, but it's like if you're in a relationship with a man, you're going to be looked at more of his equal than his little dainty princess. Okay, he's gonna look to you for guidance. He's gonna look to you for, should I make, I don't care if he's a multimillionaire. He's gonna respect you enough because you come in with this energy, or you probably already have your shit together in a sense where you're gonna respect me more as your equal than your dainty little, even if you're just a housewife and you cook for the children or whatever, this person's still going to run things by you. They're still going to make decisions with your guidance or with you in mind. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'll just leave it on that. All right. I didn't want to make this too long because I do need to get off here and finish some other stuff, but yeah, if you ordered the Savage ritual, aside for the Queen of Wands, I haven't been able to send out everything to the Queen of Wands group yet, but everyone who ordered the Savage Confidence ritual, the Dark Feminine ritual that we're going to be doing Friday, you should have gotten your links from me. Please make sure to try to book as soon as possible, guys, because I don't want to be sending out links last minute. But yeah, if you need anything else from me, you guys, make sure you check out the link in the bio. If you're waiting on something from me, it's coming, but if you want to check, you can always email me. All right, and yeah, I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Trying to do a soft girl life. Some of y'all might need it. I mean, soft girl life doesn't, like, some of y'all need to accept what soft girl life may look like for each one of you. Like, soft girl life for some of you may look like you just have somebody who takes care of everything and you don't have to think. And then for some of you, soft girl life is like you're a boss, but you just don't have to worry about anything. It may not be as so damselly in distress as other people. So you can have a soft girl life, but it still be like, you know, bossy. It's like some people have to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that this helps. Thank y'all so much, and I will talk to y'all soon.